Okay, legislative day number 3 is, we will now come to order. Please rise for a moment of silent meditation. Thank you. I'll now call on Councilwoman Vicki Allman to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there a motion to approve the journal for the meeting of January 16, 2018?
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, the journal is approved. Enrollment of bills. Bills 7317, 7417, and 7517 and 7617 were passed by the council, signed by the executive, and hereby enrolled. Mr. Secretary, will you now read all bills for introduction?
Bill 3-18, Woodlawn School-Based Wellness Center. Bill 4-18, Woodlawn and Western Hills Playgrounds. Bill 5-18, Maryland Highway Transit Construction Skills Training Grant. Bill 6-18, Administrative Hearings Notice. Bill 7-18, Tattoo or Body Piercing Establishments. And the final bill for introduction, Bill 8-17, Tattoo or Body Piercing Establishments.
Okay. There are no bills for final reading and vote this evening. The council will now consider all fiscal matters. Extensive testimony was taken at the council's work session on January 30th. The witnesses who testified at the work session are available to restate their testimony if needed. I'll now call upon the Secretary to read the cover letter for fiscal matters 1 through 6.
Fiscal Matter 1 is an agreement with Robbins, Geller, Rudman, and Dowd, LLP. Fiscal Matter 2 is a contract with Pollock Research and Design. Fiscal Matter 3 is a contract with Dukes Root Control Incorporated. Fiscal Matter 4 is a contract with United Elevator Company. Fiscal Matter 5 is a contract with Mann's Woodward Studios Incorporated. And Fiscal Matter 6 consists of 4 contracts for court reporting services.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments on fiscal matters 1 through 6?
Mr. Chair, I have a comment. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Fiscal Matter 1, which is the contract approval of an agreement with the county and a law firm to join a lawsuit in suing opioid manufacturers and distributors. I've said many times from this dais that that I believe, and I think that we've, as a council, have come around to believe that this opioid crisis is the public health crisis of our generation, and that we should be doing everything that we can at our level as a local jurisdiction to address it. I do believe that it is important for a judge to assess whether opioid companies have first misrepresented the addictive nature of the substances that they're selling, and then also did they market them so aggressively that these products were overprescribed, which has led to a major spike in addiction problems in this country. So I want to thank the county attorney and his staff for all the work that's gotten us to this point where we will be using our legal means to address this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilman Crandall. Any more comments? Yes, Councilman Quirk.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to piggyback on that as well with Councilman Crandall. And everywhere I go in my communities, in the northern part of the district, the southern part, or the central part, the number one concern I hear from a lot of taxpayers and a lot of constituents, first of all, they say everything seems to be getting better except for this issue. and this is an issue I think we're struggling with. Our police are fighting again. So I applaud the administration for doing everything we can to try to combat this issue. And I also, on a different note, look forward to the task force recommendations. I know the Health and Human Services is looking at it, and if there's anything else we can be doing as a county, or we can be doing better, or we can try different things, hey, let's try it. So, thank you.
Mr. Chair, if I may add.
Yes, Councilman Crandall.
Thank you. We were briefed recently by the police chief, Chief Sheridan, and I don't know if I have the numbers in my head, and maybe one of my colleagues can help me out, but I believe in 2017 there were 286 fatal overdoses due to opioid overdoses throughout Baltimore County. And there were close to, if I'm not mistaken, there were close to 2,000 non-fatal overdoses, and these numbers are significantly higher than in previous years. So it's something that we really need to be taking seriously, and I feel that that both the administration and this body are doing.
Okay. Thank you, Councilman Crandall. Any more comments? Let me just say on behalf of everyone here, I'm just proud that all the work that we have done in terms of doing everything necessary to combat this issue. I'm proud of the Health Department. I'm proud of the administration for taking on the position to go after the manufacturers and distributors of opioid. I think it's a good idea. It represents nothing but an upside for us. Only good can come from it, and we really don't have much liability in taking on that fight. So each person that you mentioned represents a family member, somebody's life, somebody's parent or child, and it's important. So moving right along. Are there any more questions on fiscal matters 1 through 6? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve fiscal matters 1 through 6?
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll for fiscal matters 1 through 6.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mrs. Allman?
Aye.
Mr. Gatch?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Fiscal matters 1 through 6 are approved. Mr. Chair, we'll now consider all miscellaneous business. Mr. Secretary, first item, please.
I have a notification from the Director of Budget and Finance regarding the awarding of contracts over $25,000 by a process other than a formal competitive bid. Those contracts are required to be announced at the Council's legislative meeting. There are 2 contracts this evening: Van Dyke Baylor Corporation, $625,000, and Baltimore Gas and Electric, $60,944.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Resolution 13-18 is a resolution to approve the county's contribution toward the purchase of certain development rights easements.
Okay, I'd like to call Mrs. Andrea Van Arsdale. Hello, Ms. Van Arsdale. How are you doing? Good. Let me start by just thanking you for your assistance in terms of helping to alleviate some concerns of people in my community in terms of the Gilmore Homes issue.
Okay.
So I thank you for your help. Go right ahead,
Welcome.
please.
And Marcia Parham was quite
Yes.
helpful in getting that information out. Okay, good evening. The administration is requesting approval of Resolution 1318 to provide matching funds for the FY 17-18 Maryland Agricultural Land Preservation Foundation Program. The amount requested is $1,302,918.12. If approved and settled, the 11 farms totaling 732 acres will advance the county's preservation acreage to over 65,000 acres, which is 80% of our 80,000 acre goal. The applications were reviewed, ranked, and approved by the County Council for Resolution 110-16 on October 17, 2016. The state appraised the farms and made the offers in the summer and fall of 2017. The easement offers have also been approved by the Maryland Board of Public Works.
Mr.
Are there
Chairman.
any questions?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to just make a few remarks. First of all, I want to thank Baltimore County for appropriating $1.3 million toward these purchases, and the state of Maryland $4.2 million. We have a goal of preserving 80,000 acres of farmland and open space in Baltimore County. Actually, it's 83% that we've achieved, which is better than 80%.
I'll refer to your arithmetic.
And it's so important we continue to do this because you realize that northern Baltimore County, the reservoirs in northern Baltimore County provide 60% of the public water that the people in the Baltimore metropolitan area consume every day. 60% of 1.6 million people. And also, it's so important for us to preserve agricultural land for obvious reasons. We have to many times rely on food from other states, other countries, and it is smart for us as a state to make sure that we have an area where we can produce our own food as well. So I want to thank you very much and look forward to continuing to work on this to expand the program and get close to that 80,000. Thank you. Thank you.
Are there any more questions? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve Resolution 13-18?
I'll move it.
It's been moved
Second.
and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 13-18.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mrs. Allman?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Resolution 13-18 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Resolution
Thank you, Mr.
15-18 is sponsored by Councilman Marks. This is a resolution to approve the refund of property taxes collected from Frank Kesselring, who is a disabled veteran and entitled to an exemption under state law.
I'll move it.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mrs. Allman?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Resolution has passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Resolution 16-18 is sponsored by Councilwoman Bevins. This is a resolution to approve the refund of property taxes collected from Antoinette CQ, who is a blind person and entitled to the exemption under state law.
I'm pleased to move it.
I'll second it. It's moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mrs. Allman?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Resolution 16-18 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Resolution 17-18 is sponsored by Councilman Crandall, a resolution to approve the refund of property taxes collected from Vonda Sykes, who is a disabled veteran.
It is my honor to move the resolution.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mrs. Allman?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mrs. Evans?
Aye.
Resolution 17-18 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Resolution 18-18 is a resolution in support of a loan in an amount up to $2 million from the Maryland Department of Commerce to Black & Decker Incorporated. This is for introduction only this evening.
Next item, Mr. Secretary.
Resolution 19-18 is a resolution in support of a loan in an amount up to $1,300,000 from the Maryland Department of Commerce to Sinclair Broadcasting Group Incorporated, also for introduction this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Is there any other further business to come before the council?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Yeah, on a point of personal privilege, first of all, I just want to let everyone in here know how important it is to try to stay away from people with the flu and how important it is that people with the flu stay home because it is very contagious. I had the flu for 3 weeks. This past Wednesday, I woke up with an earache, and by Thursday, my face had become paralyzed on the right side, and the doctor said that from the flu, the virus hit my what do you call it?
Nerve.
Jaw, and up here, and I now have Bell's palsy because of that. And so it was very painful the first couple of days. I don't have any pain now, but you realize my eye will not stay shut, so I have to shut it with tape. And it's just from here down is paralyzed. And so I'm just hoping. I talked with Councilwoman Bevins, who said her son got rid of it in what, 3 weeks?
No, I had it.
You had for
I had it after a flight. and they
3
told me-
weeks.
Yeah,
That's what I'm hoping for.
I hope so too.
Thank you.
We certainly wish you a speedy recovery. Okay. Is there any further business? Is there a motion to adjourn? It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. This meeting is adjourned. As is customary, anyone who has signed up prior to the meeting with the secretary is allowed 3 minutes to speak. Mr. Secretary, you have gave me one speaker, and if so, Ms. Naomi Earp, please come forward. Did I say that right? Why Earp? Naomi Earp. How you doing today, Ms. Earp?
Very well, thank you.
Good.
Good evening. Councilman Koch, I certainly will put you on my prayer list and hope you feel better. Good evening, Mr. Chairman and members of the Baltimore County Council. I'm a resident of Owens Mills and a concerned citizen of Baltimore County. My purpose for speaking tonight is threefold. First, I want to advise this body that the creation of a Baltimore County Caucus of African American Leaders is underway. The caucus has already met with the Chief of Staff for County Executive Cabinets to discuss racial discrimination issues in the fire department. Second, like the other chapters, the Baltimore County Caucus of African American Leaders is devoted to exposing and eradicating disparate treatment and systemic discrimination in county employment. And last but not least, the Baltimore County Caucus of African American Leaders intends to hold this body and other elected officials accountable. Mr. Chairman, we look forward to working with you on these matters, and we will be in touch to request a future meeting. Thank you.
Okay. I certainly appreciate you coming out. Sounds like a worthwhile organization. I did receive a phone call from Mr. Brown, and I was sort of perplexed and troubled because he said that some people wanted to talk to me, but they told him they couldn't get in touch with me, and to be quite frank, I just thought, I don't know who these people are if they couldn't get in touch with me. I'm about as open and transparent and easy to get to as anyone, so. Good. Sounds great. Okay. This will conclude our evening. I don't have any more speakers. I want to thank everybody for coming out, and I wish everyone well. Have a safe trip home. This meeting is adjourned.